Hope Channel, changing lives.
Happy New Year. I know you respond happy many returns. Thank you so much. We thank God for yet another wonderful year. Although we didn't start on the first Wednesday of January, but we are starting at the last Wednesday of January. It hasn't changed anything. We are still in a new year and we are still in a new month. I thank God for your life. And followers of Wounds of the Heart, once again, we've come your way with another wonderful edition, wonderful season, more things that we want to add to our Wounds of the Heart. This afternoon, my regards to everyone who is watching, those at home, those online, YouTube, Facebook. God bless you for watching. And this year, as I'm saying, we will be expecting invitation from churches. If you want us to come to have a program with you, we'll be expecting those invitations, youth programs, whatever department or whatever class of people, we are ready to work with you because we are here to heal more wounds this year. And let me use this privilege to also appreciate Slick Afrik, who had been so helpful last year, and they are still with me. Slick Afrik, God bless you, and I hope that this year should give you a bountiful sales, and I believe in that. And another gentleman who always designed the flyer, Alpha Art. Alpha Art, God bless you. God bless you, Joe, for everything you are doing, and I hope that God will elevate this your work to the highest that we expect. In case you want to join us this evening, the WhatsApp line is 0559-680066, 0559-680066, or you can join us on our Facebook page, Hope TV GH, and on our YouTube page. We are asking for sponsorship as this year have taken off successfully. We pray that whoever the Spirit will touch to help this program, we will accept it in good faith. Please, if you know somebody who can also help us, please try to connect us with the person so that at least we will also go into that aspect. This afternoon, we are beginning with a testimony. A testimony that will change the heart of someone. A testimony that will heal a wound in someone's heart. A testimony that will transform somebody that he or she might think that it's not possible. Let me do this. One midnight, I was there. 1 midnight. Let me check the time. It was 12:01 on the dot, and I saw my WhatsApp message popped up. Hello, Pastor, please, I couldn't hold it up. Today I masturbated. So I asked, who is this? And he didn't introduce himself, but further came on to tell me that I'm really struggling with this addiction. And he mentioned his name. Then I also said it's okay to relapse. And I knew somebody who I was also helping in Algeria, so I thought it was him. And he said, no, I'm in Ghana. I asked whether we've spoken before. He said no. But as to how he got my number to send me that message that time, means that this person who's about sharing a testimony about what Hope TV program, Wounds of the Heart, has done in his life. Senior, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
And I hope you're fine.
Yeah, by God's grace.
We thank God. We thank God so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Pastor.
Yeah, we are so grateful. I have the gentleman who you heard the voice is somebody who's going to share his testimony. So you can also ask questions via our WhatsApp platform 0559-680066 or on our Facebook page. We will read them for you. You can also share this link with people who are still struggling and what he's going to share. He's going to talk about how Wounds of the Heart was able to change him from masturbating. All right, so if I may ask, what happened? What happened?
Pastor, it's a long story.
So tell me, cut it short for us to know. What happened?
Yeah, so for how it started, for that one, I can't really remember. And I don't know how it started, but then after completing JHS and getting admission into the second cycle, that was when I realized that I was into that.
Into what?
Into masturbation.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in fact, personally, I didn't like the situation in which I found myself in.
Wait. I want let's build up for people to know how and what happened and how you felt and all those things, so that they will know that indeed what you were going through, people were also going through same, or someone is still going through that, he or she still needs help. All right. So you realize you were masturbating when you got to SHS.
Yes, exactly.
So when you were done with JHS, were you introduced to it, or you were watching? How? I want to know.
For that, after JHS, I had some friends, and later on I realized that these friends were the kind of friends that they are into. I mean, they do girls. Yeah, they do girls. So they started talking about those things, but because I haven't been into such team before, so I was naive.
Okay.
Yeah, so sometimes they will be talking about it, but I wouldn't mind them. So when I got into the SHS, that was when I felt the effect of the discussions they were having with me, and the effect was the masturbation.
Friends led you into that. They were discussing with you about women, about girls. Let me put it, because that about girls.
Exactly.
So what happened when, after talking to them or discussing girls, when you get to your room, what are the things that you feel? What are the things that you think about?
Okay, so after meeting with them and getting to my room, you see, as humans as we are, things that you discuss with people, at times when you are in your closet, those things comes back and you think about them again. So being in my closet and all those memories coming over, like, I was like, wow, then it might be good. Yeah. That was how.
So the feeling was that what your friends were discussing,
yes,
may be good.
Sure.
But did you think about trying?
No.
But why? How do you think that it will be good?
Looking at how they were discussing what they were doing, and imagining what will be happening, and like how they will be feeling. Yeah, so I thought, I also thought it would be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's the imagination.
Okay.
That I was going through at that moment, and everything was pictured in my mind. So I thought it would be good, and that was how I would say it got started.
All right.
Yeah.
So one, we have established the fact that it was friends' discussion that led you into the final masturbation thing.
Sure.
And for how many years did you masturbate before watching the program?
The number of years will be between 6 and 7.
You masturbated for 6 to 7 years.
Yeah.
All right, friends and loved ones out there, my guy just told me that it was through friends' discussion about girls that caught his attention, and thought that, okay, it might be nice, because when he imagined the way the guys or the boys were discussing that woman thing, it might be nice. All right, and he had masturbated for 6 to 7 years before God being so good, this program came into being. I'll pause here. I'll go for this break. When I return, He will continue. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I will go.
I will go.
Nitaenda.
Eu irei.
我願去和願去。
I will go. Ich will gehen. I will go.
אני אלך.
I will go. I will go. I will go.
I will go.
J'irai. I will go. Reach my world, won't you?
Hi, welcome back from the break. Thank you so much for staying with us. As I said, the program is Wounds of the Heart in a new phase, in a new chapter for 2021. In case you just joined us, it's a testimony how he was able to quit masturbation after watching this program. And I know that some of us are also going through same or different kinds of addiction, and I hope and pray that as he is sharing his experience about how he was able to stop or quit, you also find faith or strength in that for you to also stop. In case you can also share with your friends to watch, or any platform you are on, especially on a youth platform, for them also to watch and take lessons out from that. So now, Senior, for 6-7 years, you were watching, you were masturbating. What happened to your masturbation? Somebody would say that he will watch porn and he will masturbate, or she will masturbate. Somebody will say he imagine having an affair with a woman or a man. Yours, how did it come about?
Okay, so for that, this was what happened. At times when I'm alone, then the conversations that I've been having with those friends will just pop up, and I'll be thinking about them and imagining myself being in their shoes. So through that, then I'll just do it. That was how it started at the beginning. But something that also happened during the SHS time was at the SHS level 2, I don't know, I had a particular friend, and I was a day student at the SHS level, so I was in my room and I had a desktop. So this friend came around one day and he had a pen drive. So he told me he had some movies on the pen drive, so he wanted to copy the movies onto the desktop so that we can watch. So he copied the movies and we started watching. The first movie that we watched wasn't a porn movie, but after that, the next one that followed was a porn, and I was like, wow, what from this? And he said, you shut up. Let's watch the thing, and you are there doing, what is this? So I really wanted to leave the room, and he told me, but you two, what's up? This is just a movie. So we are done watching the first one. That one, you didn't say anything, but this one, look at what you are doing. So I had no option than to stay and watch the porn with the friend.
A guy friend or a lady friend?
A guy friend.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, he copied the movies onto the desktop. So after we watching, he left. And after we watched the first one, it was pleasant to my eye. Yeah.
Because when you were in JSS, you were imagining how your friends were. Now you are seeing the thing on the screen physically, so you are now relating to what you watch.
Yes.
So you said when it was what, pleasant to the eye, or it was?
Yeah, it was pleasant to my eye. Yeah.
All right.
So when he left, and I think the next 2 days, I visited the file, opened, and I started watching myself. And the moment I started watching, to some about 2 or 3 minutes, I can't hold myself than just to masturbate and relieve the tension.
So friends led you into imagining ladies, girls.
Yeah.
And a friend brought to you a movie, an action movie began, and a porn continued.
Yeah.
You had all the right to delete that file on your desktop, but you went in to watch.
Yes.
And after the first thing, you said it was pleasant to the eye, and now the system is adapting to watching porn.
Yes.
So now you are telling me that, and my viewers, that porn was a factor of your masturbation.
Yes, it was. It was.
So what times do you do it? And how many times do you do it today?
Normally, way back in SHS, I would do it in the night. Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was when everyone would be asleep.
Why do you hide to do it? If as you're saying it's pleasant to the eye, why do you hide to do it?
Because even though it was pleasant to the eye, but deep within me, I was feeling some kind of guilt.
Guilt, okay.
Yeah. So I thought if an outsider or if a third person sees me doing that, the person might shout or might tarnish my name that you, this guy, this is what you have been doing. So I thought it wise to hide and then do it so that it will be secret to myself.
That's why you keep it midnight. When you were in SHS, it was midnight, you were doing it alone. But you said you were a day student.
Yeah.
So if in SHS, who will come and see?
No one will come and see per se, but then I was the type, I don't have a lot of friends, but the few that I have, they really like me.
Okay.
So they do visit me more often. Yeah. So I was afraid that maybe if I do it in the daytime, one day one might just come and then see what I'm doing. So I preferred to do it in the midnight.
So when you done masturbating, how do you feel?
After masturbating, in fact, the first thing that will come into my mind is, what did I just do? And sometimes I will cry for doing that. And the next moment, or within the next few minutes, I'm okay.
So you just cry afterwards, and that few moments after finish crying, then you're okay.
Yeah.
So how many times do you watch the porn a day? Now, because the porn is the trigger. So how many times do you watch the porn again in the past 6 years?
For that one, at times, can watch it like about 5 times a day.
And do you masturbate 5 times a day, or just for watching sake?
Sometimes I do watch without masturbating,
Okay.
but most of the times I will watch and I will do it.
Didn't it affect your academics?
For SHS, it didn't. Let me put it that way, that for SHS, it didn't, because I was the type, when I'm left alone, if I want to cover, let's say, half of the textbook before I sleep, I will make sure I've done it. So after that, then anything can go, or anything follows. But after SHS and getting admission into the tertiary, that was when I realized that it was having a negative impact on my academics.
When you were entering into tertiary?
Yeah. So at the SHS level, for that one, I didn't see any effect, and the result I was looking for, by God's grace, I had it.
God's grace, yes, you had it,
Yeah.
So, Senior, I was tempted to mention your name. Hey, Asemo. So, Senior, with all this you're saying, what was the effect on that with the families and friends and loved ones? What was what happened to that? What was the effect?
Okay, so the effect I remember is relationship with my siblings. Yeah, because most often I would prefer being in my room than to come out and either we play together or no, I would prefer being in my room.
Did they complain?
Not really, because they didn't complain, because they knew I am the type, I don't like talking too much.
Melancholy.
I don't like talking too much, so due to that, they didn't have a problem.
Okay, but you know what you were doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but as to mother-son relationship, for that one, there was no effect.
Okay.
Over there.
Because they didn't see it. You didn't let them see it.
Yeah. Yeah, so for my mom, between my mom and I, the rapport was there, because anytime she's around, I'll prefer being around her. But once she's not around, for that one there, I'll just be in my room, and what goes on, goes on.
So now, 7 years of masturbation, feeling guilty all the time. You said when you are left alone, you can cover and read a lot. Why at a point in time, why couldn't you divert that edge or the craving to studying or to reading? But yet when the edge comes, you can't control. What makes it difficult for you to not control it?
For that, the controlling, Pastor, it was difficult. Yeah.
Why was it difficult?
Because, see, at that time, that wasn't the first time. Let me put it that way. Yeah, because I have imagined about it for a long time, and now I can feel the real thing. Combining the two, it wasn't easy.
Was it painful?
Yeah.
It was painful.
Painful.
When in the act of masturbation, is it painful?
Yes, Pastor. I would say it is.
But if it was painful, why do you still do it? Why do you still do it? Something that is painful, something that in the process is painful, but you still do it without any feeling to stop. But after that, you feel guilty. What was that?
Yeah, you see, going through that kind of painful, at the end, the excitement will come.
At the end, the excitement will come. How?
Yeah.
I unless you explain to me and my viewers, you are doing something, it's painful, and the act is painful. Pulling up, it's painful. But what is the excitement? Is it the releasing that makes it excitement?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, even though what I was doing was painful, but then the mind will be communicating that continue doing, because within a few minutes or few seconds, the excitement will come.
Okay,
so
that's what the mind tells you.
Yes. So you just continue until you get there, and yeah.
How serious is the urge, the craving?
I'll say it's like someone who is very hungry. Someone who is very, very hungry. And the person doesn't have money to buy food. Neither does he or she have food to eat. The person doesn't have money. He or she doesn't have food to eat, and he sees someone's money lying idle with no eye watching him.
Okay.
So the next option for him is to pick the money and buy something to satisfy himself.
The hunger.
Yeah.
So you are giving us a good point to understand if the craving comes, that if I'm hungry and I see someone's money, I wouldn't even think twice than to pick the money and go and eat because I'm hungry.
Yes.
And you know that if somebody should catch you, they'll be beaten, they'll be whatever, but you don't care about that.
Care.
At that stage, you don't care about what will happen.
Yes.
What you care about is
it's your stomach.
It's your stomach.
Yeah.
What you care about is you need to masturbate for you to be fine.
Sure.
You've gone through a lot. So, how many times do you try to stop, and how many times do you did you try relapsing? How many times did you try stopping?
Pastor, several times.
With prayers and fasting?
Yes. Several times. And I think right after before completing SHS, that was between second year, third term, and third year, first term. So I was there, and I started thinking about a whole lot of things, right from my childhood. From my childhood, I was the type, whenever there's a call to do God's work, I can't stay back.
Okay.
Yes. So I remember when I was in the children department, during our time, I don't know whether the arrangement was from our local district or it was from the conference. The ministry was told to elect leaders from the department. So amongst the children that we were in a class, so our teachers were told to select first elder, second elder, deacon, like everything.
Yeah, like what
what the church
okay.
does. So I was fortunate to be amongst the 3 elders that was elected at that time. So between that period, I started thinking about it, that, wow, shall I have gone too far? Someone who was once an elder
in the children ministry,
and any drama that goes on in the ministry, I'll be part. I'll play the role of Elijah, the role of Elisha, and today I'm here doing this. So the guilt was that heavy. So from there, I decided to put a stop to it.
Okay.
But the number of times I tried stopping, the more I continue doing.
So when you try stopping, do you hate yourself when you can't stop but you get back into it? Do you really hate yourself?
Yes.
And what comes in mind? Have you ever tried ending your life before? Have you ever tried doing something stupid, excuse my word, to yourself before?
Yes.
What to what extent? What did you do? What did you think of doing?
To an extent of, I remember one day I was there, and just after doing it, I asked myself, wow, what did I just do? And God, you are there, and I've been asking for your support to help me get out of this, and still no help. So I remember one time, I even tried taking in poisoning.
Whoa.
Yes, because I didn't like what I was going through. I didn't like what I was going through.
Why? So you wanted to end your life?
Yes, so that everything will be over.
But if you end your life, no one had caught you masturbating. No one had done that. It's you yourself. If you should end your life, were you ready to write something down, or you just end your life for ending it because you can't quit masturbation?
Yes, just ending it, to end everything.
So you wanted to end your life in your room, or when you in school? Which way?
My room.
House or school?
In the house.
But you didn't think about your mother, you didn't think about your siblings, you didn't think about anybody, you were thinking about yourself?
Yes, because I was the only one having the feeling and the guilt.
Okay.
I wasn't in it with anyone. So I didn't think of them.
All right, viewers, he once thought of ending his life because he thought to himself he's a failure. He tried severally to the extent that he was accusing God for God not minding him, praying and fasting. Probably you have also done same to your issue, and it's still not avail. But right after this break, he's going to tell us how he was able to stop, how he was able to quit this program, this masturbation, after watching Wounds of the Heart. Please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So, rolling. All right, thank you so much once again for staying with us. In case you just joined, a gentleman, sharing his testimony about how Wounds of the Heart helped him quit masturbation. He has done this for 6 to 7 years, tried to stop severally, tried to quit severally, but to no avail. He tried even ending his life with a poison, just because he thinks that when he ends the life, everything will be over. He didn't think about anybody. He didn't think about himself. He didn't think about the sibling and even the mother that he loved so much. No, he tried thinking about himself alone. I am all addict. I learned are selfish when it comes to that aspect, and he was trying to end his life. And we just want to quickly go to him once again and take it from where he stopped by saying he wanted to end his life, and tell us the day God came into his life after watching this program. So, Senior, now you've told us you're not thinking about anybody because it is you and you alone who is sovereign. So at a point in time when you realize that God has forsaken you, what happened then?
Okay, so at that point, I felt there was no hope. Yeah. I thought there was no hope. But then, during camp meetings, the messages that the pastors and then the elders who preach will revive a new hope in me.
Okay.
That, no, even though I'm losing the hope, but there's still a hope, and things will be well, so I should keep on trying. So during camp meetings, I'll be praying about it, and at the end of every year, the New Year resolutions, it has been part of my New Year resolutions for several years.
For several years, for 6 to 7 years.
For several years, but the year will start, let me say January will pass, but from February going, things will just be normal, and the past situation will be restored back.
All right. So that fateful midnight, I just want us to cut because you also will give counsel to people who think that masturbate is not easy to, it's not possible. People are saying it's spiritual. Masturbation is spiritual. Fine. I'll have your take on that, and how best you will be able to also advise people who are currently masturbating, to tell them that whether it's possible or not. That fateful midnight, what happened? What happened? What made you send that message? And how did you get my number?
Okay, so Pastor, before I answer that particular question, let me take it from here.
Okay.
During the lockdown, when we were asked to come home, so I came home and I had nothing to do.
Okay.
So my birthday is in May.
Okay.
So I had planned to celebrate my birthday, like very big one, last year.
All right.
So I was saving small towards my birthday. So I had something on me.
Okay.
And COVID came and I couldn't
do the birthday
the birthday party and all those stuff. So I was there and I was thinking, and the only thing that came into my mind was, wow, the birthday party you couldn't do. So on your birthday, use that money that you have saved to buy your own decoder and a dish. So I did that, and I had a monitor in my room. So I installed the decoder, and then I did some 1 or 2 things, and I was able to connect the monitor to the decoder. So after installing everything, I think the next 2 days, in the morning when I woke up, I tuned into Hope TV, and the program that was ongoing was Wounds of the Heart. And that was when you were discussing stress with
that lady, yes.
Pastor Pastor Nimakon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got an interest in the topic you were discussing. So I decided to follow the program. So after that session, the next topic you began discussing was the addiction and those things. So I was like, wow, then this is an opportunity for me. So I started following. So that was when I got your number.
Okay.
And I got that of Pastor Nimakon's
okay.
own. So at times I will WhatsApp Pastor Nimakon on the situation that
you're going through.
Yeah, I was going through. And I remember one day when I messaged him, he told me he would send me some materials to read.
Okay.
But one way I saw it that the materials won't help, because I had asked Pastor Apple.
No, yes, Pastor Apple.
On that, and he also sent me the materials. I read, and nothing happened. So the materials didn't help me. So I was there, and there was this program that they do on GH1 on Thursdays. Yes, yes. So that very day, that very Thursday that I WhatsApped you, that very midnight, I didn't know. I just turned my television set on and tuned in into GH1. And after watching the program, in fact, I couldn't, and I relaxed. Before then, I had stopped for, I think, closely a month.
Closely a month. So in a month, how many times do you do it? Uncountable. You can't talk about it.
Yes, I can't.
Really?
So I had stopped about a month. So after watching that program, I couldn't. So the next option that came into mind was to just pick my phone. And personally, I didn't know what I was typing.
Seriously?
I didn't know what I was typing, so I just typed and sent the message. And thanks be to God that
I didn't talk about material.
No. You didn't talk about any material, and I don't know whether after seeing the message you prayed for me or you didn't. That one I can't. But I remember I asked you, so Pastor, if I pray, do you think God will answer my prayer? And you said yes. So I prayed, and I remember I cried that midnight. And since then, I've never masturbated again.
Since then, he has never. A lot of people think that it's not easy to do that. It's true. What he's telling us, it's not easy. One evening, picked up a phone, Pastor, hello, Pastor. I couldn't control. I don't know this guy anywhere. I don't know him anywhere. But he was saving for a birthday party. But thank God to COVID. He bought dish and he watched Hope TV, and the program that he tuned into was Wounds of the Heart. And by the grace of God, today our brother is here sharing his testimony about how he was able to quit. And after the message, after asking whether God will listen, and after that, had the urge come, or the craving, has it been coming? And if it comes, what do you do?
Yeah, it does. It comes, but then I don't know whether God has given me any new power to control it or not. I don't know. But then anytime it comes, the only quotation that comes into mind is blessed is who overcomes something. It's in James is it James 1:5 or James 5:1?
So let's go to James.
James, I think James 1:5.
So whether James 1:5 or James 5:1, let's read James 1:5 first. James 1:5 is about wisdom. So let's go to James 5. It talk about corrupt weep and howl for your miseries and upcoming your riches may. I think if I should get the message right, I will do that for all of us to hear. So that is the test that comes to mind. And
that's the test
till now.
Till now.
So before we end everything, is it possible to quit masturbation?
Yeah, Pastor, it's very, very possible. You see, during the time that I was in it, you see, when I pray and ask God to help me overcome it, I thought this is how God is going to do it. Let's say the urge has come and I've picked up my phone my phone to log onto those sites and watch it. I thought God would just freeze the phone so that I can't watch it.
Really?
Yes.
But God won't do that.
So once I pick my phone and God doesn't do anything to stop me, then
you watch your thing now.
Yes. Until I realized that during one of the sessions with Pastor Nimakon on wounds of the heart, he mentioned or he gave out some guidelines which will help in overcoming addictions.
Mm-hmm.
So I took those guidelines and I started following the guidelines one by one. And by God's grace, it worked.
Thank God so much.
Yeah.
By God's grace, it worked. We praise God for a total transformation about a 6-7 year masturbation that people think that it's not possible. People think that it's not good for them to quit. And our brother has shared his testimony about the fact that this program, Wounds of the Heart, was able to help him quit masturbation. He didn't get it easy, as he said. You heard him, and I know you are also not getting it easy. But a message for people who are still masturbating, what will you tell them?
What I will tell my friends and anyone who is into either masturbation or any kind of addiction
Mm-hmm.
is that, one, is to trust in God.
Okay.
Yeah, and they should put a conscious, they should make a conscious effort to end it.
Okay.
And by God's grace, they'll be able to come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I was saying, it doesn't happen like a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
You need to put an effort into it, and putting an effort and praying to God for strength. It will work.
So you are saying we need to have they should have trust in God.
Yes.
And they should make a conscious effort. The conscious effort is not listening to the urge or the cravings. So if the craving comes, what do? Do you leave the scene? How do you stop yourself from doing it? And that's a question.
Yes,
I'm sure a lot of people want to hear.
For now, if the urge comes, it's either I'll just walk out or listen to music, and it will just vanish.
So you walk out from the scene, or you listen
Yes.
to music.
Yeah.
And that is part of the steps to use when you want to quit addiction.
Exactly.
You exchange what you love best in doing what you are doing.
Yes.
All right, my viewers, my friends, my loved ones, wherever you are, it is said that when you make the conscious effort to quit something, and you trust in God, no matter how difficult the thing is, you'll be able to quit. This evening we've heard from a brother who was masturbating for 6 to 7 years, and God being so good had an encounter with wounds of the heart, and today that wound had been healed. I want to use this platform to invite you who are watching, or a friend or someone, that yes, don't continue to hide in that corner. Come out, talk to somebody you trust, and by the grace of God, that person will be able to help you overcome any form of addiction you are going, and make a conscious effort to stop, and you stop. Let me use this privilege to thank Slicker Freak for the support, thank Alpha Art for the support, and thank you, the viewer, for watching this program. Without you, it wouldn't be a program. And I pray to God for your life, that this year, no matter how resolution you've made, if you're addicted to something, by the end of this year, I know the God up there, our God, our Maker, will redeem us and will transform us. So he said in John chapter 8, verse 30 says that therefore, if the Son makes you free, you shall be free indeed. It doesn't matter how you are. It doesn't matter how far you've gone. It doesn't matter whatever you think yourself is. It doesn't matter how guilty you feel. I'm telling you, when you have the chance to come to God, I'm telling you, our Lord will set you free, and you will be free indeed. He is free now, and now he's using himself as an example for others who think that it's not possible. Today it is him. Tomorrow it might be you. I know that it will never ever end the way you think it will. Don't try to take your life. Don't try to end it, but try to continue to trust in God, because at the end of it all, you shall be victorious. Wherever you are, I would like us to pray with our brother and you who are there, that God will definitely make a way where there seems to be no way. Thank you once again. And our sponsorship package, I know God will use you to do that. Bless you for blessing all of us. We are praying with our brother, and we are praying with whoever is going through this turmoil. And I know that your time will come for you to be redeemed. Father, thank you so much for this wonderful moment. Our brother has shared a testimony of how you use this program to save his life. Now he's a free man. When the edge comes, now he can control to leave the scene or listen to good music. Let it be so for people who are somewhere, who are still struggling in the same act. And I know, as your word said, that if you, the Lord, if you, the Son of Man, will set us free, indeed, we will be truly free indeed. This is our prayer, Lord, and this should be our transformation, our testimony for the year 2021. That at the end of this year, let this be our portion in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, Father, this moment for listening to our prayer and for using our brother to transform other lives, to help other people also come out from the masturbation addict and any other addiction whatsoever. Thank you so much, Father. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yes, I know you can do it. And all of us can do it. Until then, we're going to meet, if God permits, next week, Wednesday. I've been your regular host. We are back again. Pastor Daniel Abedu Bidiaba. Amen.
Hope Channel, changing lives.